Okay. He's one of the most sought-after entertainers with clients ranging from former President Barack Obama, Steven Spielberg, Tom Brady, and more. Mentalist Oz Perlman insists he's not a psychic, but he can read minds. Here he is in action.
Movie star that you were focused in on was
Tom Cruise.
And what movie were you seeing him in on that big screen?
Top Gun.
No. Since then, Oz Perlman has been making regular appearances on The Today Show, blowing away the hosts.
What word did you pick out of those thousands?
Sportsmanship?
Sportsmanship.
Oh, that's no way. There's no way.
Does he really have special powers? Or is something else going on? This is Oz from America's Got Talent. Perlman agreed to hit the streets of New York with me. What is happening? And he amazed everyone when he asked this complete stranger to pick a big word out of a magazine he provided her.
What was the word you thought of out of that whole magazine?
Possibilities.
So many possibilities.
Oh, come on.
I don't get it. Perlman has astounded everyone from strangers on the street to celebrities with his incredible abilities. Back in 2005, he left his Wall Street job to become a professional mentalist, going on to gain fame as a contestant on NBC's hit show America's Got Talent. Now he's out with a new book entitled Read Your Mind, Proven Habits for Success from the World's Greatest Mentalist. In it, he shows readers how understanding the mind can unlock your potential, build confidence, and help you master the art of reading others. Oh, I love that. And Oz Perlman joins us now.
I love it.
Morning, Joe. Thanks for having me, gang.
Oz.
Morning.
Oz, unusual name. Bless you. I knew you would sneeze right there.
I know you did. You're freaking me out already. So listen, let's do this. Before you freak us all out,
Yeah, of course.
let's sell books.
Yeah, let's sell books.
If people are going to get this book, they've seen you on social media, TV, you freaked them out. But they can get that on YouTube.
100%.
What do they get when they get the book? What are they going to learn?
So a key difference. So for 30 years, I have been learning how to reverse engineer the human mind. That's literally my job. And it's done under the guise of entertainment, which is if I know how you think, I can figure out what you're thinking. And this is very effective, like you said, to watch me with football stars and movie stars and freaking people out. But I started to distill what are the core skills that what I do, right, that I can teach you, where you can apply the craft of mentalism to your life. And this is across the board. This is at work. This is at home. This is in your relationships. Because reading people more effectively can be a superpower in life. And that's it. It's not teaching you tricks.
It's like, Mel Gibson out of What Women Want.
That's exactly the key reference. My wife wishes I had that skill at that moment.
For some reason, this is the one thing you cannot do, Oz. What's wrong with it? So talk about how it helps at work, how what you've written in this book helps negotiating, helps people succeed better.
Absolutely. So I break it down as a kind of modern reinvention of how to win friends and influence people. I am not teaching you tricks. I want people to know. I don't want a single person to be disappointed and go, I bought the book and I don't know how you knew which ball Joe Burrow would throw to people. That's not the skill I'm teaching you.
Right.
One of the big ones is how to gain confidence. Right? Just right now, all of us being on TV is something that most people would be mortified to do. How do you walk into a room, take control, command the room, and become the most memorable person when you leave?
How do you do it?
So there's so many skills associated with that. It comes down from body language to how you choose to converse to how much you pause before you walk up to someone. I'll give you a great example. When I was 14 years old, I was a magician. I'd been doing it for a year. And my mom says, if you want to buy more tricks, you got to go work. So I went to a restaurant. How I sweet talk this, I don't know, or gain the confidence. But what I learned very quickly is that if I'm some little twerpy teenager walking up to your table asking if you want to see a card trick, people go, no, get out of here, kid.
Right.
And so I learned that the way I approach people, so simple, is just walking up to somebody with two eyes is seen as danger. It puts people at a tense. It's just something from your animal instincts. If I walk up to you at an angle with simply one eye showing, that's that simple, subtle change, and I institute a time constraint. So when I walk up to the table, I go, I only have 1 minute, but right away, your tension is reduced by an enormous margin because now you're not staying that long. Who is this person? And you're 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I also notice that people are tense because they don't know who I am. Oh no, is this guy asking for money? Oh no, do I have money to tip him? All of this tension occurred. So how quickly could I ease their tension by saying, and they also don't know if I work there. They're like, is this guy off the street? What's he about to do? So how many words and how can I tighten up from the moment I meet them? How many seconds before they know who I am, what I do, establish credibility, and ideally flip the power dynamic, which is when I walk up to you, I'm selling you something, right? You're selling people right now the attention economy, eyeballs.
Right.
How do I flip it so that now they want me more than I want you? And I realized that if I could walk up to you, never ask a yes or no question when you meet someone, ever. That's a huge mistake because if they say no, they just close the door in your face.
Right.
Instead, I give them the lottery of happiness, which is, hey, did you hear what's going on tonight? It's your lucky night. What can you say no to that? Did you hear what's going on? Right away, you're piqued, you're intrigued. I go, I only have a minute, but the owner brought me here as a special treat for you, and I have something amazing to show you. There's very few moments there where you have a no situation. Instead, you're intrigued. You've earned the first few seconds. And then from there on, you better be good at what you do. But I learned very quickly that just the way you approach someone makes a huge difference. And that's at work events.
You make it easy for them.
Well,
this is easy. Listen,
Do you think I was confident when I was 14? It was fake it till you make it. So a lot of the skills in the book are actionable takeaways. I don't want pie in the sky. I want things you can do today.
So, Oz, despite the title of the book, Read Your Mind, you always say you're not a mind reader. This isn't like tarot cards and all that mysticism. You read people.
100%.
So I'm curious about when you first discovered this about yourself. Because we all kind of read body language and do that, but you have a very special ability to do that. When did you realize you had something here?
So I started as a teenager with card tricks and magic and close-up. And so that's a foundation. It's kind of the same way I mentioned if you go to pre-med and then you go medical school and then you become a doctor, there's foundational skills involved. So that, for example, when I did that, you looked down. I didn't say a word to you, but I took control. And I wait a second, and then all of you look down. That's what's known in magic as misdirection. That's the core of how people deceive your eyes with fast hands because you look at the wrong place at the right time. Do you understand? Once you learn how to do that, just based on your body language, your expression, you have props. So a magician has props. So to answer your question, I don't mean to skirt it, is for about 15 years I did magic. I hated mentalism. I thought it was boring because there's no tricks. You can practice magic in your room in front of a mirror hours and hours a day, which, trust me, I did. I had waterproof cards. It says it in the book. Nerd level 10 out of 10. Because in the shower, I still had to keep practicing card tricks. I'm not proud of this fact. But at a certain point, what I started to realize is that I don't need you to pick a card, Joe. I don't need the cards. I could start to deduce what card you're going to go for based on just how you react. And so less and less did I need props. And I kept doing bigger and bigger shows. And then, thank you, NBC, I did America's Got Talent, changed my life. And there I became Oz the Mentalist. Before that, I was doing a little bit of magic still. But then I decided to take the leap and just really brand myself.
So where is the root of who you are today? What were you 5 years old, 10 years old?
13. I went on a cruise ship. That was I had a bar mitzvah. We didn't have a big party. We didn't really have a lot of money. Went on a cruise ship as a celebration. I saw a magician on board. I'm about 99% sure my dad bribed this guy. I don't know when he greased the wheels. He got me on stage like my kid's birthday, and this guy blew me away. Like I'm telling you, it wasn't even mentalism. It was a magic trick. I got home. And if you know anything about me, and you'll see the book, I am an obsessive. I don't do things 100%, it's 190%. I checked out every book in the library. This is when Borders was still around. I had all my bar mitzvah money. I bought every book in the library. I read them cover to cover, and I just dove in head deep.
Wow.
All right, so let's get started.
I'm scared.
Willie said he came in tired this morning, was getting ready.
Tired. I looked at him and I said, wake up. I've been on Willie with the Today Show before. He's experienced this.
And he said that he was, opened up his eyes and saw you, and he go, you scared him right away. So let's see this first.
Well, you asked me a very poignant question, and it's a chapter in the book, which is how did you learn this? And one chapter in the book is all about fast-tracking success. It's about stacking the deck in your favor. And how did I learn? Well, people taught me. Finding mentors is so critical. And I bet in each of your lives, given how successful you are, there's people who have given you advice, who have mentored you, who even a throwaway comment might have changed your trajectory. So I want each of you, I don't like to focus, everyone right now, rewind back in time to a point in your life where someone told you something, maybe it was a mentor that took you under the wing and changed who you are. You would not be here without something they did for you.
Yeah.
I'm putting you on the spot. Did somebody just pop in your head right that moment?
Yes.
Maybe a few people. I like how Jonathan's like, I didn't know there'd be homework this early in the morning.
Yeah.
Mika, did you have somebody? Joe, did somebody pop in your
Yes.
head, or are you still debating? I
Yeah.
saw Willie's nodding. I can tell he has it.
Yeah.
Willie, if you were to rewind back in time, I want you to try to visualize this person's face. Can you do that?
Got it.
Now, notice you asked me body language. His hands were here. His body language remained the same. It's kind of a benchmark. 50-50. Could have been a man, could have been a woman. 100% it's a guy. Am I right?
You are.
If it's a woman, different reaction. Generally would have touched that healthy head of hair. Always works.
Yeah.
Now,
I'm starting to sweat.
before today, because I want to let them know. Let's establish credibility. We've been on TV together before.
Long time.
Yeah, so I want to.
Yeah.
So before that, we had not seen each other in years.
That's
Is that right?
right.
When was the last time before today, right? And then me asking everybody to do this, that you thought of this person? Has it been days, months, or years that they've been in your life?
Say weeks.
Weeks? Okay, let me think. Think of their first name, and I want you to count the letters to yourself in your head. Insta nod. There's the biggest mistake he could have made. He nodded instantly. Do you have children?
Yes.
When children are learning to read, kindergarten, first grade, they have sight words, which they learn, which they don't actually know how to read yet, but they can see them by sight. So what you did is you had a sight word. You didn't count the number of letters, you knew, which instantly tells me the name is 3 or 4 letters. Didn't know how much it was until now, but you reacted on 3. Is it a 3-letter name?
Yes.
Of course it is. I wouldn't be on this show if I didn't get it right. Come on. Mika's freaking out. I love the fact that she didn't realize what was about to hit her this morning.
You're next, by the way.
What's funny is that
She thought you were like on that baking show from Britain. She didn't
Right,
know.
right.
Now she
I
knows.
like that
accent is
one.
fun.
That was good.
3-letter names are very hard. You don't realize it because they're short, but there's lots of them. Mix up the letters.
Okay.
And I want you to grab one of the letters in his first name. Just in your head, grab it like a Scrabble tile. You have it? Now, Willie's struggling right now. 3-letter names are tough.
Yeah.
Because you think if I do the first letter, that's just a giveaway. And he knew that, so he said, I might do it anyway. You didn't do the first letter, did you?
I did not.
No, because you said that's the giveaway. And then we know there has to be a vowel. There has to be a vowel. So then he didn't do the vowel. You didn't do the vowel either, did you?
No.
Look at me and your lips. I saw you in the makeup chair. I walked by the room. They gave him chapstick. His lips are supple. Why was he moisturizing, Joe? Why was he moisturizing? He didn't even do this. Watch, you went like this. Oh my God.
Really?
You thought of the letter M, didn't
Really,
you?
chapstick's
I
actually
did.
You're thinking of the letter M. Close your
Oh,
eyes. Close your eyes. Keep them closed, please. Everyone take a peek. I'm going to show you over on this side.
Yeah.
Quick show to the camera. Jonathan, you can get in here. Okay. Willie, be honest. There is absolutely no conceivable way that we could have known who you would have thought of, and you could have thought of so many different people on the spot.
Correct.
You could have changed your mind. It's a free country.
Correct.
God bless America. You went back in time years ago. Am I right? I feel like maybe even decades ago. You saw this person's face. Who gave you a piece of advice that changed your life? What's his name?
Jim.
Jim.
Oh man, this is great.
Oh my Lord.
This is great.
Mika, you're
Doesn't
scared.
like it.
You're
Mika
terrified.
thinks it's sorcery.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, Mika, you're usually the one asking the questions. I want to do this with you. Imagine that you are asking the questions, and she has so many more questions.
Yes.
It's like we have a 4-hour segment. We're extending him by an hour. I'm here.
Okay,
I'm
let's
staying. If you could sit down right here and interview anyone that's ever lived, I like this question. I like posing this to people because it's fascinating where their minds go. Do you think, I want you to close your eyes, and I want you, I know it's a tough question. It's loaded. I want
Is
you
this
to
what you had
visualize,
me
yes.
do?
I want you to visualize this person's face as if they're right here. And I want you to open your eyes, if you can see their face. Look at that smile. I'm curious now. Because I didn't say it has to be somebody you like, or just like, I didn't load it the way you did with mentoring. This could have been anybody. Maybe she wants Trump here. We got a lot of questions. Do you think your husband would guess who you just picked?
Yeah.
Don't say, do you think you know who it is?
Yeah, I guess.
You do think so?
I think so.
Okay, I don't want you to say it out loud, because if you guess, that just means you're a good listener.
yeah.
Let's do this. Think of the last name of the person you think she picked.
Okay.
And don't tell me, and think of the last letter, because that really doesn't give anything away. Like, your last letter is an E, your last letter is a T, of course. What do you think the last letter of this person's last name is?
I.
Okay, she smiled. That was correct. Interesting. I think when you thought of this question, I saw you nod, you looked up, you definitely thought of Were you thinking of somebody who's alive when I asked this question?
I did.
Yeah, I could tell. Versus Willie's got dead guy vibes written all over him. Is it a dead guy?
For me or
Yeah,
for me?
for you.
Oh, yeah, dead guy.
100% dead guy for Willie. 100%.
He's got dead guy.
That
vibes.
guy.
And supple lips.
And supple lips. Wow.
Very supple.
Well, the chapstick I need
This
to
way,
talk
this
to
way.
you
Look
about.
at me. I think I know. I think you did a little cheat code here.
What?
I think this was a smart choice. Close your eyes, please. Close your eyes, Joe. I don't want you to see.
So
You guys see it right
awkward.
up? Anyone could be sitting across from you. Open your eyes. Now, normally, Abraham Lincoln. You did Abraham Lincoln, didn't you?
Yep.
See, that's a classic choice. Willie's into history, but you decided. Tell us all, who's sitting across from you right now? You're asking this person. I think it's a guy also. Who you having this intense conversation with? Tell us, who is it?
Do you want me to tell you who I
Please.
chose?
Yes.
I chose my dad.
You chose her dad.
Oh my God.
Are we that easy, Oz?
Oh my God. That is amazing. That is.
Okay.
You know, what if we
That's
had?
amazing.
What if we had put money on this? Like, how do we step this up? The person you thought of, Jim. Can you put a pin? It's difficult to do this on when you met Jim. Can you visualize? I don't know if you know the day and the month. That would be unusual. The year.
Yeah.
Don't say. Take this. And Jonathan, I don't want you to see this. I don't want anyone to see this. Grab this marker, please, Willie. And don't let anyone see this. I want you close to your body.
Okay.
Very close. Tighten it up. And cover my eyes, please. Make sure I can't be quick. Write down the year that you met this person.
Good job, Mike.
This man's taking his job very
Okay.
seriously. Tight fingers, no windows, nothing for you to
Okay.
open
Well
your-
done.
All right.
Jonathan, if we put money on this, do you carry cash with you frequently or not really?
Occasionally.
Yeah, who does cash anymore? Imagine you go to your ATM. You swipe your card, okay? You don't have to right.
Are we doing Oh my God.
Right? So you type in your PIN code, then you decide how much money am I going to pull out. And you do $100, right? And you take it out. And you put the money down. Now rewind. Watch what happened in his mind. Rewind. Back. You went up. You swiped your card. You typed in your PIN code. Now some people's PIN codes are something that how do I describe it? They do a kid's birthday. They do something meaningful. But in your case, random. This number you made up completely at random. Is that right?
Yeah.
Think of the first digit.
Don't say his PIN code.
It's okay. Well, you can change it later. Think of the
What?
second digit. No. He made one up. He made one up. I can tell it doesn't matter to him. And we'll steal his banking information later. Think of the second digit, third digit, fourth digit. The reactions went up and down and up and down. They moved around, but what I saw was the same twice. The second and third digit are the same, aren't they, in this number? They are.
Oh my Lord.
Jonathan, tighten it up a little bit. Do you believe in luck?
Yes.
I don't. My book talks about the fact I don't believe in luck. I think luck is hard work, persistence, dedication. That's what I'm trying to do. The whole book is fast tracking your
You
success.
make your own luck.
You do.
Right.
Biggest number, 9. You were thinking of the number 9. When I said that, look at me again. This pin 1990. Is that correct?
That is.
ATM pin code. And are you ready for the craziest part? Because there is no luck in life. The year you met Jim, can you show us what year did you
Guys.
meet Jim?
Guys.
Turn it around.
Come
it's
on.
1990.
Come on.
I gotta move away.
Come on.
As Harrison
I have to
Ford.
call my
your
dad.
PIN
Get
code?
the F out of my
my
studio.
kitchen.
That's
Is that your PIN code? You can't,
That's
Not anymore. Not anymore.
That's insane.
you can't give it away.
We'll bleep that out. I've got somebody right now going through all of Jonathan
Yes,
Lemire's
Yeah,
accounts.
exactly.
He's doing very well.
We'll cut this in
believe
post.
that?
I don't
no,
even
I
believe
really
it.
can't. I really can't. That's insane.
I don't know what to think.
Well,
You're ready? She's ready for the secrets. They're in your hands.
He's really great at this. So let me ask you. I've got a son with
Wait, what about-
Asperger's.
Yes.
And early on, when he had Asperger's, you'd read everything you could.
Yeah.
And there were some things that I read that said, you and I are talking right now. We're sending each other 10,000 messages in a split second, right?
Absolutely.
Is your secret that you can pick up more of those sort of clues? Because kids with Asperger's can't do that.
The social cues are very challenging.
The
like when
social
to
cues are
laugh.
very
Yeah.
fast and everything. So do you think that may be your great skill that we're sending 10,000 signals right now? You just can pick up 98% more of them than most of us
Well,
who
I'm
don't focus
processing
on
at a
this.
higher speed, but it's also send and receive where a big part of what I do has to do with influencing.
Right.
So again, the skills don't generalize. It's very important. Why don't I just go to Vegas right now and win millions of dollars and let's forget all this other? What do we need the book for, right?
Right.
So they don't generalize. If you were to pick a card right now in your mind, 1 out of 52, I could deduce the card.
Right.
But at a casino, I can't sit down with you while you're looking at your poker and say, look right, look left, think of that.
Right.
They'll be like, get out of here, buddy.
Right.
So that's why I'm not teaching you how to become a mentalist.
Right.
There are books on that. There are videos. I'm teaching you the soft skills surrounding this, which allow you, again, to achieve success. I believe fully that if right now you wiped my memory, I didn't know a single mentalism trick, but I used all the skills surrounding what I do, the packaging around the product.
Right.
I could be successful at another job right now. If you put me in a North sales organization in 1 year, I could be their top salesperson.
I was just going to ask, why wouldn't every business person take you into the negotiations and say, come sit with us, don't say anything.
They have.
Take a break.
Absolutely.
Why wouldn't every lawyer say, I've got to pick a jury for the biggest case in my career. Come sit with me and tell me who to pick in Vordar.
So the biggest problem is there's only one of me right now. So how are we going to scale this business? By taking my skills and giving them to the masses.
Right.
So the more people can learn some of these skills, the more it's a leg up in life.
Do you have? I'm sure 1 million people have approached you about this, but are you thinking about going out and doing your own TED Talks, or do you?
I just did a TED Talk.
Okay,
Oh, very
but do you do these things where you're saying, okay, I'm going to teach you, or hey, Jamie Dimon?
Yeah, I know Jamie very well.
Yeah, of course you do, because if I were Jamie, I would have called you like 3 years ago after I saw you cutting footballs up. But you're talking about scaling this. I'm curious, is this something that you're doing where you're going out and saying, this is what I do, this is what I look at, this is what you need to look at when you're sitting across the table from somebody negotiating?
So honestly, that's probably the next path for me, even though the entertainment, knock on wood, has been incredibly successful, and I'm quite busy with that element. So at some point I might transition. Right now the book is the first foray into more of what I would describe as a speaker, a thought leader, and showing you that honestly it's much more than for the value of entertainment, that these are skills you can use in your life.
It's incredible.
Okay.
Thank you.
I gotta go to the bank, guys.
Yeah, I know.
Jonathan is on with Chase right now, and the support is like, what is the reason for
Jamie I have to
changing?
change.
And it was change mentalist.
Yeah, I do want to say, though, I mean, it's reading this book is so extraordinarily important because the difference between success and failure, like you said, in relationships, negotiating, whatever you're doing, is being able to read the other person and see what they want.
Also,
and then figure out how to give it to them, right?
Empathy, listening. There's so many tactics. One chapter in the book, I kid you not, is just about notes. And taking effective notes has changed my life.
Right.
Because every time I meet somebody, I write down everything about them. Every time after a show, I write down everything that happened.
Right.
And I get credit a year, 2 years, 3 years later for meeting somebody, and it's not even remembering. I can check my notes. I've got a cheat sheet, and when I tell them the things about them in a very casual manner, not even trick, they're blown away, because the more you can make other people feel seen and heard, the more they. Can I tell? I don't know where we're at in time, but I can tell you a story.
We were out of time about 9 minutes ago, so go. So go ahead, because this is important.
I was at an event and I met President Obama about a year ago, and he was speaking before I was, and then I was performing. A long story short, we didn't know if he would do a meet and greet. So we were kind of on trip. When am I going on? What's going on? And right at the end, he goes out and meets everybody, starts shaking hands, and I get out there, and I've been thinking for a few months, if I have the chance to meet the president, what will I say to him? How do I capture him in a moment where he has at most 5 to 10 seconds? And so I thought to myself, what can you say right at that moment? I thought about it, and right when I finally had kind of a turn, we shake hands, and I say, thank you so much for the gift, sir. What would you say to that statement if someone just met you? Thank you so much for the gift.
If I was in a hurry, I would say, well, you're welcome. Chances are good if I had 3 seconds ago. Like, I'm sorry, what gift?
What gift?
Yeah.
Right now, everyone else had him in autopilot.
Did you go side-eye in?
I sure did. Look at Mika's been studying. Willie, take notes. Come on. I was at side-eye, and I go, thank you so much for the gift, sir. And that took him out of autopilot. That's something I want you, if you have one takeaway from this, don't come up to somebody you meet and just ask them, what do you do for a living? Where are you from? Say something different. Show that you did a little more homework, or just change them, shake them out of autopilot. And he goes, what gift? And I said to him, I go, I'm performing in 10 minutes. So I forever get to tell people that President Barack Obama opened for me, which he laughed at. And I was hoping he'd say, what are you performing? But he knew. He goes, oh my God, I saw you in Hard Knocks. I go, oh my God. And then so I just watched him lock in with every single person and make them feel like the only person in the room. He's done it better than almost anyone. I've met a lot of world leaders, and those 30 seconds he gives you, you're all his, and I'm all yours. And politicians, and I've seen a lot of people, I think that's the same thing you do. Remembering people's names, my TED Talk, In 5 minutes, you will remember people's names forever. You will
What?
never forget someone's
I need
name
that.
a second after meeting them. I promise you.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I just want, these are core skills.
So the key is when you read this book, I mean, there are no shortcuts. And
I want to give you a few.
Yeah, but I mean, as far as there are no tricks, a lot of it just comes down to empathy.
Empathy, yep.
Seeing people, understanding them, and being compassionate. Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
In a world where often people don't look at each other because they're all on their phones, this is amazing.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
The new book entitled Read Your Mind, Proven Habits for Success from the World's Greatest Mentalist. It's available now.
And by the way, if you just tuned in, Jonathan Lemir's PIN number is 1990.
But we didn't do
I gotta
Joe's. Okay, mentalist Oz Perlman, thank you
There it is.
very much.
That's crazy.
Do you want to guess who Joe wrote down?
No, I'm leaving it for next time. That's how I get back on the show. Come on.
Exactly. Come on, man.
I know
Exactly.
what it
That's
is.
the
All right,
tease.
still ahead.
Oh, you don't
so
know who
much.
it is?
I do.
No.
Still ahead, we'll turn back to our top stories this
We'll see.
morning, including President Trump's meeting with China's president. Plus, we'll discuss the latest on the government shutdown with Democratic Senator Alyssa Slotkin of Michigan. Morning Joe will be right back.